What's the best dunk you've seen recently?
Probably over here on 2K.
Every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates.
I'm just happy to be here now. Look at him now.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the game continues to evolve. But we have seen the league respond before. For example, they make it an offensive foul now to kick your leg out on a shot. Kevin, we'll see which moves they take on next.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is out there with Otto Porter Jr., and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for Indiana, in the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Wilcox is out there with LeVert, and it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And it's the Suns to start out.
Yo, man,
here's Paul.
Switch. No. I got him. I see him. Switch.
Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here is Wilcox. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. The pass to LeVert. Pass to Sabonis. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
A dwindling shot clock means you need to have some poise. Sabonis doesn't get rattled. Nicely done.
Booker against LeVert. And it's sent back by Turner. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Bridges against Sabonis. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Porter. With the shot, and no good. Trying to use the glass. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bridges passes to Ayton. It's another look. He takes it up and lays it in. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
LeVert kicks to Wilcox. Back to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Here's Sabonis. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Karis LeVert really delivers exactly what you want from a guy at his position, which is points.
Right. For Karis, it's about capitalizing on every opportunity the defense gives you. He's got enough range to complement an elite driving game. This is a guy who can get you a bucket when you need it.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And finished off by Porter.
Guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here is Wilcox, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Porter looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul.
It's on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, if Porter realizes how close the defense is on him, he simply gets the contact. Still knocking down the shot, too.
Two.
Free throw good, Porter.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Bucks. Here is Wilcox. Here's Duarte. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Suns lean by 3. Booker outside. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Here is Wilcox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And so it's Indiana with it after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Pass to Wilcox. Now the pass to Duarte. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Turner trying to free himself up. Duarte's shot good. Duarte's got 5 points so far. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here is Wilcox following the basket by Otto Porter. Porter with the steal. And here's Booker. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Porter trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Paul.
Devin Booker.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Pass, Duarte. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And it's Ayton missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Fans, your pace made. Fans, your pace made.
Some changes for Indiana. Brissett comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Wilcox. Here's Diallo. He averages about 5 points a game. Smith outside.
Hey, get ready now. Get ready. Screen coming. Pin coming.
Passes it to Magician. The rebound by Turner.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
Murphy can't hit.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Down low, here's Smith. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his threes.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
Here's Magician. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Diallo. Turner covering. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. McConnell in the corner. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Duarte. Back to McConnell. Second chance shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Duarte's got 9 points. That will count. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Pacers up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, T.J. McConnell, explains how he causes havoc on the floor.
It's all about just reading the way.
He does. He is all hustle.
And undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Impressive start, They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Smith is out there with Johnson. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Magician. And it's Saric in at the 5 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Bucks put together a nice evening. He had 16 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. And Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Smith, the pass to Magician. He takes it in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Magician's got his first points in this one.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
McConnell passes to LeVert. Over Johnson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Suns trailing. Pass to Diallo. Here's Magician. Now the feed to Saric. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's McConnell. He's covered closely. They swipe it. Magician passes to Johnson. He kicks it to Smith.
Right here.
LeVert against Johnson. Shot on the wing. He doesn't hit that one. And Indiana will come the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Now Saric, after Karis LeVert missed from long range. 4 on the shot clock. Magician passes to Smith. That puts them in the lead.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And the pass to Jackson. Now LeVert. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets. And he gets it back. And they'll keep possession. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
That bucket in no time at all. Magician's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Pass to Orte. And here's McConnell. Inside, here's Jackson. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Brissett. And Wilcox is subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Phoenix making some changes. Now here's Paul. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. LeVert against Booker. And LeVert, here we go. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Misses in close. Indiana trailing here. Wilcox inside, defended by Paul. Wilcox can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
LeVert against Booker. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now, here's LeVert. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Now, here's Bridges. Karis LeVert unable to get his last shot to go.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Wilcox down low. Ayton's there. And the rejection by Ayton. Paul dishes to Booker. Porter trying to free himself up. No good from Booker.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Paul. Porter, good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wilcox can't hit. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. 1:30 left in the first half. 11 feet away. Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pacers trail by 7. Paul with the steal. On the wing, Booker. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Sabonis. It's LeVert on the wing. Clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Offensive rebound. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Turner.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Now here's Porter. He's got 8. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Oh, that's offensive interference.
That'll be goaltending. Onto the court for the Pacers, T.J. McConnell.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. 7-point differential. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Passes to Sabonis. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Sabonis will bring a level of physicality every night. Big-time skill, big-time toughness.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Suns ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pacers trail by 5. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Karis LeVert is out there with Wilkins, and it's Murphy in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Sabonis. Turner trying to free himself up, and Sabonis the bucket on the assist by LeVert.
That gives you some sense of Domas's strength right there. Sabonis with some contact, yes, sir.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wilcox passes to LeVert. Dishes it to Turner. Up and in on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Miles Turner.
Well, this is where Miles Turner excels. Set the screen, roll to the basket, make sure your hands are up and ready to receive.
Booker up top, Turner covering. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. LeVert against Booker. It's LeVert with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We talk about the best shot blockers in the NBA, Doris. The conversation might start with Miles Turner.
There is no doubt. This guy at 6'11" is so active, moves so well laterally. This guy led the league in blocks. He normally is top 5, and he's got a reputation now around the league. Guys are starting to get a little shy when they hear his footsteps.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Bounce pass from Bridges. Paul outside. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. And he recovers it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Paul.
Well, there was a decades period of time where Chris Paul was simply stated the best point guard in the league. But let's make no mistake, this guy is successful off the basketball court as well. For such a long time, he has played a significant role in the players' union, advocating for the players at large, and I have such admiration for it.
Both free throws good from Paul.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Indiana moving it around. Now here's LeVert. He's guarded close. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brissett has checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And the Suns making a change here as well. Diallo's checked in for Paul. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
For the tie, Indiana again missing. Phoenix leading by 3. Smith kicks to Diallo. Smith scanning the floor. It doesn't go for him, so Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Murphy. The step back jumper is good. Murphy's got his first basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
To the paint. Shots good from Magician. Magician's got 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a... grind it out game.
Pass to Brissett. LeVert up top. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Šarić.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pacers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
LeVert. It's hauled in by the Suns. The pass to Magician. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Wilcox passes to Turner. LeVert with it. And the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Smith. Šarić outside. Now here's Diallo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Elbow shot is on the way. Jump shot is good.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
And the Pacers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And Turner kicks to McConnell. Passes it towards Hay. To the middle. Here's Turner. Lays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Magician passes to Smith. Johnson dishes to Sharge, and the shot is good. Sharge has got his first 2 points of the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Turner. And again, it's Indiana converting. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 4. And Sharich kicks to Payne. Smith outside. And there's the pass to Magician.
2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Back to Smith. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Magician. And that one comes up a bit short. The Pacers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Sharich. And the rejection by Smith. They recover it. Back to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Outside Murphy. Phoenix grabs the miss. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson in the corner. Back to Payne. 1:12 left to play in the third. He feeds it to Sharich. The second chance effort. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Indiana called for the foul.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Saric is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. This is a player who basically plays year-round.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and Sabonis subbed in for Brissett. And he's good on the second. 1:02 left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Sharks. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Porter's checked in for the Suns.
Otto Porter.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Jackson. Sabonis kicks to McConnell. Pass to Duarte. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Inside. And that one's good. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
McConnell kicks to Sabonis. Here's Duarte, defended by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Murphy. Shoots over Bridges, and it comes off the front of the rim. Passes it to Porter. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Mikal Bridges out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Paul against McConnell. Count it. McConnell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Porter. He dishes it to Booker. Shot clock at 6. On target from 13 feet. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you've got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
Here's McConnell, and the rejection by Ayton.
Hey, get on Booker.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Devin Booker.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Ayton. Here's Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Here's Duarte. Back to Sabonis. The pass to Duarte. To the left wing. They need this. Another shot. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Sabonis.
Boy, that could have been an empty possession, but Sabonis hustle on the glass, turns it into a couple of points.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And after averaging just 6 points per game as a rookie, Domantas Sabonis was moved by the Thunder to the Pacers.
Yeah, think about it. He was the key part of the trade sending Paul George to Oklahoma City. And all DeMontis has done since that deal, guys, improve his game. He has become one of the elite skilled bigs in the league. He's been named to a couple All-Star games. This guy has proved to be a great value for the Pacers.
Magicians checked in for Paul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Magician. He's guarded by Murphy. Bridges passes to Magician. To the inside. And that one's good by Porter.
The assist.
Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Taken away. Going inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
One shot.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to LeVert. Driving in. Turner trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Look at that speed on the way to the rim. LeVert makes the defense react to him. Exactly what you want.
For the Pacers, Karis LeVert. 2 shots.
Two.
And that one misses.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Karis LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
And the second free throw, good. Suns leading by 12. Magician passes to Porter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Bridges kicks to Booker. 5 to shoot. Shoots over LeVert. And it's Otto Porter with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sabonis. From 7, Turner trying to free himself up, and Sabonis finishes it off. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Magician. Now the dish to Porter. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Ayton, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here's LeVert. Sabonis, the pass to LeVert. Bridges with the steal. Right side, Porter. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Suns lead by 14. And the Pacers call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on to give out for your Casemates. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on to give out for your Casemates.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's sent back by Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Magician. Here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter. LeVert against Booker. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Go over, go right, pick him left. Yo, hey, yo.
Now LeVert.
I see him.
The floater.
Yeah, this is the next step for DeAndre Ayton. He's got to work hard on the defensive end to make a difference.
Hey, right here.
Here's Booker. Turner with the steal. Booker against LeVert. Passes to Murphy. Here is Wilcox. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
There's the pass to Ayton. Booker in the post. Wilcox there. No good from Booker. Pacers trail by 13. LeVert the pass to Turner. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And 12 points for Miles Turner.
Don't you love how many different ways Miles Turner can score the basketball? Spot up, in transition, operating in the post. He's got the entire arsenal.
Down low, Ayton lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assisted by
Ayton's got 12 points here in the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And here are the Suns now. Karis LeVert unable to get his last shot to go. Booker the pass to Magician. Suns moving the ball around. To the paint. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Beyond the arc, off target with that shot. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Yo, get it out. Keep it going. You can't stop this. I got it. Someone get on him.
One more.
Let's go.
You can't stop this. You can't stop me. He give me that.
Now we're rolling. Just like that.